We've got a tier list on Pokemon Pocket and what those top decks are and the breakdown of those decks. What do those decks consist of? And if you have a different lineup, if you've done some kind of different variation, let us know down below. And if you disagree with this tier list, let us know too. Let us know what you think are the best ones. Also, I have a second YouTube channel to where I do most of my Pokemon Pocket videos. Right here, you can see how to play the game right now before global launch. I've spent some money on the game. Obviously, it wasn't $1 million. And then I have a beginner guide as well, and this tier list guide. I'll be doing more Pokemon Pocket videos, but probably on this second channel, so go subscribe over here. Join our Discord if you have any questions, and if you want to play with us, join our Discord to have some fun with some friends that love playing games like you do. This is one of them, and then this is a second tier list here with more of a breakdown that is from the Discord, the Pokemon Discord that a lot of people are on. Now, if you look at this S+ tier, we've got Pikachu and Starmie here. I've got a breakdown of those decks right there in the tabs at the top. We'll go to those next. We've got Charizard, Mewtwo, Dragonite, and then a whole bunch of variations of different decks below. Now, of course, this might change by the time we get to global launch in the next 27 days. We might come out with more and more decks that, move up. And we'll do videos on those, so make sure you subscribe to both my channels. Here, we've got a little more of a breakdown. I like this one because we see Articuno, Starmie, then we've got Pikachu along with Zapdos, Pikachu, Raichu, and very strong decks. And then here, we've just got Articuno by himself. That's it. Like, that's the only person right here, and they're saying this is S rank. I guess this could be S rank. Let's go find that deck really quick because I have an issue with decks like this. This is a deck to where we've got 2 Pokemon in it. That is it. Obviously, you have to start your hand with a basic Pokemon, so you're going to get this in your starting hand. And then what? You're going to hope to have Misty. You're just going to play off that one, and that's it. You're going to use all these support cards just to get another one out or to, draw your support. Look at the opponent's hand. Maybe if you had red card in here, you could have them discard a hand if they had a really good one. I'm not sure why red cards are not in here. We've got Sabrina. We have Giovanni to get some more damage in here. We've got healing. I don't know. I don't know how this would go. I'd have to play this. I think this is pretty sneaky since you can get that out right away. And then maybe you have a Misty. But is this kind of like a hit or miss deck? Is this not a high percentage of winning? 130 HP. It's 1 evolution. And then just for 2 water, we're doing 90 damage. I think that's crazy strong. Like probably one of the strongest cards in the game. Articuno's there. And then all we got to do is get lucky with the Misty in the beginning. And if you haven't played this before, say you have one basic Pokemon, you put it down, you don't have another basic Pokemon to put in your back line. And then Articuno comes up, Misty comes out, Articuno gets enough to do 80 damage, kills that one Pokemon you have up front. And then since you have no back line, you immediately lose. It can happen. And if it doesn't happen like that, this is still a very, very strong deck. I love this deck, and I really want to do summons. I want to spend some money, and I want to see if we can do this. We need to do it live, I think. But we'll do that. We'll do some summons and hit that Charizard deck again. This is a very strong deck. This is a very fun deck because even without Misty, you still got Starmie coming in there, and you still have a very strong EX card to drop in the beginning, a basic one, which we can get with our Pokeball. And why we don't have other Pokemon in here is the fact that we've got 2 basics here, and they're going to come out right away. The Pokeball is going to pull them right away. My mistake I made with my Mewtwo deck was that I put in a few other basic Pokemon, but that's going to slow me down. Like everybody told me, that's going to slow me down because when I use my Pokeball, it's not pulling the heroes I need. This is the deck I had, but I had a couple other basic Pokemon in here. Like just only 2 other, but even those 2 other are slowing the deck down because immediately we're going to start with a basic in our hand. You have to. So it's going to be either Ralts or Mewtwo, which are great. Either way, it's not bad. Then if we pull a Pokeball, we pull a Professor to get 2 extra cards. We want to focus on just getting Gardevoir out so we can get that additional energy onto our Mewtwo so we can do our Side Drive, the 150 damage every single turn. And if you put in other cards, it messes it up. But I also noticed that since there's not a lot of other cards, not a lot of other Pokemon, that sometimes you can just have bad luck. That's the breaks, right? You just have bad luck and you pull maybe the evolutions, you don't pull anything else, and you're just stuck there not being able to do well. But when it does do well, it does really well. Just like the Starmie deck, I'm sure when it does well, it's insane. And even without that, I still feel like that's why this deck is top tier, because even without the luck just consistency, this deck is going to do really well. Pikachu, very, very strong and very easy to play. Zapdos, I only have one of, but I do have all the rest of these cards. I've got 2 Pikachu EXs. I play it with Lieutenant Surge, of course. A really good deck. I mean, this is an insanely fun deck and fast deck because Pikachu comes out, can do 90 damage right away just from 2 energy. It's simple. And then if you have to bring in Raichu and then take the energy from the back line onto him and then do 140 damage, you can do that really easy. This deck plays well. It's smooth. If you've got this one, I'm sure you've played it. It's really lovely. I don't know why this one has Charizard down at A. I don't feel like Charizard should be down at A. I feel like Charizard should definitely be up at S. Dragonite, Mewtwo, Articuno, and then Charizard. That's just my feelings. I love Venusaur. I wish Venusaur was a little bit faster because once you have Venusaur out, it is so fun. 4 on it. Venusaur doing 100 damage and healing itself by 30 is so much. Executor is a great card as well if you can get some good flips in there. Then we have Erica giving us 50 heals to our Leaf Pokemon. I believe that's what they're called. Really, really fun deck, really cool deck. So if you're free to play and you've got these cards, play this. It could be very, very strong for you. Here's another Starmie variation just with additional Pokemon in here. I don't know if this would slow it down too much. You could put people to sleep down here with Frostmoth. And then you could, of course, get Misty and get some energy up on your other Pokemon. Good deck. I mean, anything I feel like with Starmie and Misty, you're good to go. I haven't played this one yet. The Dragonite deck. I've got all these cards. I've only got 1 Koga, but I haven't played it. I haven't had Weezing in the active position. Brought it back with Koga to see how that plays out. I haven't even seen somebody play this, so I need to go watch someone play this and see how strong it is. Could be fun. Everybody's saying that this is a good, strong deck, so I'll definitely try that out. Charizard. I've got this complete deck, played this 100 million times. Not with red card, though. I think I have something else besides red card in there. I don't really like red card that much unless the opposing person has about 7 cards and you want to take them down to 3. Then I think it's great, but if you're going to play a crazy deck with red card, I think you should do it with something like this. Because then if you're going to use the scope to look at the opponent's hand, then you can see what they've got. Then you can dish out red card after that. You can say, whoa, they've got this. They're about to lead into something crazy. I'm going to use red card right now to slap them and get rid of those cards they're holding on to because you know what they got. You've seen it. That makes a little bit more sense to me because red card just, I don't know. Whenever I have it, I never want to play it. And they never have enough cards in their hand for me to warrant playing red card because then they might pull what they need because I'm just not sure. But these are the top decks, guys. I want to know from all of you down below. Let me know what you think about this tier list and this tier list. Let me know what you think about the builds here and how you would make things different. Like, would you play this? I think this deck is perfect. This Starmie with Articuno looks like a perfect deck. We've got the X-Speed, Pokeball. We've got healing in here. We've got the Professor for draws. Sabrina, of course. Giovanni could be changed out if you wanted to. You don't always have to have that 10 extra damage. It's nice. And Misty, of course, you would play in this one. So you might have a small variation, but as far as the Pokemon go, this is golden. And I'm sure this has a very extreme high win rate compared to something like this. I don't think this is going to be anywhere near as strong. So let me know your variations on anything to do with Starmie and how well you're doing with it. Let me know your Pikachus. If you don't have Zapdos, then you've got Pikachu. Hopefully you have Raichu. You've got Pikachu EX because you can get these from doing our Wonder Pools. These EXs pop up in the Wonder Pools. You've got a 1 in 5 chance to be able to get that EX. I've been lucky and gotten one before. I've been chasing other ones the last 2 days and I haven't had the same luck. I always pick top right. And a lot of times it's top right. And then I ask my son or my wife to go ahead and pick one of the 5. They don't pick top right. And it's the top right one. So I've stopped asking them to pick for me. Now it's just all me. But this deck is beautiful too. I think this deck has enough Pokemon in it. It's got enough support with it. There's nothing else we could do to make this better until new cards come out. Venusaur, kind of the same thing. This is a really good deck. Hopefully we have something maybe to speed it up later on. It would be really cool if this was just a stage 1 instead of a stage 2. If this was a stage 1, it would be, well, it's 190, 100 attack. It's pretty insane, but we've got a lot of EX basic Pokemon with Pikachu, with Mewtwo. There's a lot of basic ones out there, so this would be pretty good if it was only a one stage, but might be too crazy. But it would make it better, but it might make it too crazy. We're going to have new cards come out at global launch. I'm sure of it. New packs, and it's going to change everything. It's going to be so much fun when new things come out. Dragonite, and then the Charizard one. So those are the top ones. Join me on Discord. All this stuff is on Discord. Let me know your thoughts. Please join us down below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Appreciate your love and support. I will see you all in a video soon.